As the war with Iran continues, much of the focus has been on military strikes and nuclear negotiations. But one critical piece of the story is often missing, and that's the reality facing women and religious minorities like Christians living under the Iranian regime. We're joined this morning by Penny Nance. She's the CEO of Concerned Women for America. It's the nation's largest public policy organization for women with 500,000 members. Penny, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
And
you
happy
for
Women's
having me,
History
Melissa.
Month for you. Yeah, absolutely. It is Women's History Month, and we know that Iran has long been one of the most restrictive places for women in the world. Talk about some of the challenges that women face there.
Yes. Well, and as you know, Iran is a theocratic dictatorship, and women have been living under this regime for almost 50 years, 47 years now, and they're living a nightmare. Amnesty International puts Iran in the top 2 or 3 as the worst abusers of women. A woman living in Iran, and I wish American feminists would recognize this, have been living a nightmare in which they are forced veiled. They're made child brides. They can be married as young as 9, consummated as young as 13. They have zero choice in this. They have no agency. Their father and their husband decides whether they are able to travel, whether they can have a passport. They can't have money. A father or a husband decides whether they can work. They have really no ability to live their life in liberty. If they're in a domestic abuse situation and somehow they can convince someone to give them a divorce, they can't have custody of their children. I mean, as American women who live such incredible lives, exceptional lives, we need to have compassion for these women and certainly for Christians in that country.
Wow, the rights are unequal, and that's to say the least about the matter, Penny. Talk more about the persecution of Christians and other religious minorities as well.
Well, it's certainly, you can be arrested or even killed for being a Christian. There can be no Bibles in the country. There can be no public displays of religion. And certainly we know the church is strong. And we know there are Christians all over the world, and certainly an underground church in Iran. I spoke with a woman who works with the underground church in Iran. Certainly they work with them sometimes from Turkey. She estimated about 1 million Christians in hiding in Iran right now. And they are ready to, the day that there is freedom for them to come in to assist them and for it to be a new day of religious liberty in Iran. And we should all pray for that. We should all look forward to that. But also we have to recognize, Marissa, we can't miss the fact this is not all for naught. We care about them in that country, but they are a threat to our nation. When they say they call us the big Satan and they want to kill Americans, and they have killed Americans, we need to believe them. A nuclear Iran is a dangerous Iran, and we cannot give them that ability.
Penny, we have less than 60 seconds here. Even with all that women are up against there are some young Iranian women who have been leading protests and demanding freedom and change. Elaborate.
Well, and certainly we know many of them were murdered recently. We know up to 60,000 people killed. I've heard estimates between 30,000 to 60,000 were killed. And these were young people and often women. But in 2024, it was recognized many of them were imprisoned, raped, murdered because they took off their veil, they took off their hijab. And they are so strong and they're so brave. You know, really, this is their time. What we've said to them as a Concerned Women for America, we love you, we support you. The Persian women, we are here for you, we are praying for you. This is your moment.
Oftentimes when we talk about Iran, we talk about it from a geopolitical standpoint. So it's so good, Penny, to have you on and talk about the human rights and the women's rights angle as well. So thank you so much for balancing the coverage and for all that you do as CEO of Concerned Women for America. We appreciate it.
God bless.
God bless you as well.